Namaskar. Good morning, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students and scholars, teachers and trainers, professors, professionals, officers, officials, and learners. I welcome all respected doctors and directors. I welcome all honorable minister managers. I welcome all honorable advocates, retired administrative advisors. I welcome the most honorable President Mr. Modi ji. I Dr. Rakesh from USA, heartily cordially welcome. It's really nice thing, nice place, nice section that we are describing, explaining, defining our holy Indian cultural, spiritual, social, constitutional identity in the form of unity and diversity. Let us go through त्रिशूर में पीएम मोदी करेंगे आज सभा को संबोधित केरलम असम सोनीतपुर और नलवाड़ी में अमित शाह करेंगे संबोधित अमेरिका में ट्रंप के खिलाफ नो किंग्स प्रदर्शन ट्रंप की नीति महंगाई और ईरान के खिलाफ प्रदर्शन खेलो इंडिया ट्राइबल गेम्स में कर्नाटक ने 15 स्वर्ण पदक जीते मन की बात कार्यक्रम की 132वीं कड़ी आज पीएम मोदी मन की बात में अपने विचार करेंगे साझा सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात कार्यक्रम का होगा प्रसारण पीएम मोदी आज केरल में करेंगे चुनाव प्रचार पलघड़ में पीएम मोदी की आज जनसभा केरल से त्रिशूर में पीएम मोदी करेंगे रोड शो केरल सोनीतपुर और नलवाड़ी में अमित शाह करेंगे जनसभा असम अमेरिका में ट्रंप के खिलाफ नो किंग्स प्रदर्शन ट्रंप की नीति महंगाई और ईरान के खिलाफ प्रदर्शन खेलो इंडिया ट्राइबल गेम्स में कर्नाटक ने 15 स्वर्ण पदक जीते मन की बात कार्यक्रम की 132वीं कड़ी आज पीएम मोदी मन की बात में अपने विचार करेंगे साझा सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात कार्यक्रम का होगा प्रसारण पीएम मोदी आज केरल में करेंगे चुनाव प्रचार ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः O dear Lord, you are mine. There are innumerable ways to attain God realization. Amongst all those paths, I have found a unique path which is uncommon. It is, I belong to God. You may perceive this as ordinary, but in my opinion, it is extremely unique. Each one of us is God's child. It is not a usual fact. This renders God realization exceedingly easy. One disciple put a question in front of Swamiji. Earlier, you instructed us regarding seeking refuge in God and chanting His name. Then you asked us to regularly repeat, "Oh, my dear Lord, I must never forget you." And now you are telling us to accept our belongingness to God. Which of these sadhanas should we follow? One more question was asked by the follower. Then Swamiji replied, "Follow which I am instructing you now. Which I am instructing now. All sadhanas are excellent, but assuring that God is mine, this makes us close to God. The closer we are to God, the better the worship becomes. One more question was explained in front of Swamiji. Carrying out all deeds diligently, or disregarding our belongingness with the material world, or accepting our belongingness to God, which among us the Sri sadhana is most appropriate to break away from our attachment and aversion and attain liberation. Then Swamiji replies here, accepting our belongingness to God is the foremost sadhana, because our acceptance of the belongingness to God by the virtue of God's grace, attachment and aversion are also resolved, equivalency also come, serenity is also attained, and liberation is also fulfilled. Because in our essence we are fragments of God. Mame vasho jeev loke. By correcting this essence, everything else gets corrected. If you wish to effortlessly experience God, it is my request that you must accept I belong to God. This practice is much more powerful than Chup Sadhana. For instance, a daughter in your family, once married, accepts that I belong to my husband's place. Similarly, you must accept that I belong to God. This is an extremely effortless and preeminent sadhana. God has Himself specified this as the ultimate untold secret, Sarvaguhatma. In the entire instruction of the Gita, the term Sarvaguhatma has been used only once. I am really stating this with folded hands that, in my opinion, this is the foremost sadhana. I feel so in my heart that if you accept that God belongs to us, then our task will be quickly done. God is mine. If this is accepted, then a whole lot of our work is done. We have already come quite close to God. All that you wish to depart from would be achieved by God's grace, God's strength only. In Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga, both sadhana, path, and sadhana destination are distinguishable. Whereas in Bhakti Yoga, God Himself is the sadhana as well as the sadhya. That's why the path of Bhakti Yoga is comparatively riskier to treat. Everybody is not aware of these facts. That's why I keep on emphasizing that you must accept your belongingness to God. God is our Father. Each one of us is His beloved son and daughter. Accept this and consider most of your work completed. It is better than God's continual remembrance to accept our relationship with God that I belong to God. A relationship is ever existing. Once the relation is embraced, then God's remembrance occurs inherently and doesn't have to be practiced. It happens without any effort. I have a mother. In this manner, we have accepted our mother. So now we are not required to remember this. Like a rich man is always proud from within that I have so much money. Similarly, you should also at all times feel proud from within that I belong to God. As abhimana जय जन भोरे मैं सेवक रघुपति पति मोरे. However you are, you must never disregard the fact that I belong to my Lord, be it happiness or sorrow, health or sickness, profit or loss. But I belong to God, God belongs to me. Your mind must never dwindle from this principle. There is no equivalent path, no ability, no strength, nor privilege than acceptance of our belongingness to God. In the acceptance of God's belongingness, the mind, the intellect, etc. are not required, whereas in other sadhanas, the assistance of the mind, the intellect, etc. are required. Even with the persisting absence of certain interests in a seeker, God chooses to concentrate only on the belongingness and not the absent traits. Because our belongingness to God is absolute. Because our belongingness to God is absolute. अमेरिका में ट्रम्प के खिलाफ नो किंग, ट्रम्प की नीति महंगाई और ईरान युद्ध के खिलाफ प्रदर्शन। खेलो इंडिया ट्राइबल गेम्स में कर्नाटक ने 15 स्वर्ण पदक जीते। मन की बात कार्यक्रम की 132वीं कड़ी आज। पीएम मोदी मन की बात में अपने विचार करेंगे साझा। सुबह 11 बजे मन की बात कार्यक्रम का होगा प्रसार। पीएम मोदी आज केरल में करेंगे चुनाव प्रचार। पलखड़ में पीएम मोदी की आज जनसभा केरल। त्रिशूर में पीएम मोदी करेंगे रोड शो केरल। सोनितपुर और नलबाड़ी में अमित शाह करेंगे जनसभा असम। अमेरिका में ट्रंप के खिलाफ नो किंग्स प्रदर्शन। ट्रंप की नीति महंगाई और ईरान युद्ध के खिलाफ प्रदर्शन। खेलो इंडिया ट्राइबल गेम्स में कर्नाटक ने 15 स्वर्ण पदक जीते। मन की बात कार्यक्रम की 132वीं कड़ी आज। He who accepts his relation with God rises above the ordinary. He becomes a Sant Mahatma. He attains serenity and eternal joy. He becomes carefree of everything else. So accept that God belongs to you and relax. I belong to God. Never forget this, and you will certainly experience God. You will be initially introduced to Satsang and Sant Mahatma. The most exceptional thing is an eternal relationship with God. By the virtue of the acceptance of the relationship, there is rapid augmentation. Chanting of God's name, meditation, kirtan, etc. are not perpetual, and there is always some interference, whereas there is no interference in the relationship with God. For example, by sleeping, the marital relationship doesn't vanish. Similarly, in forgetfulness or sleep, our relationship with God doesn't vanish. It is perpetual and ever existing. There is exhaustion in performing, chanting, etc., but our relationship is never tiring. This relationship is immediate and eternal, like marriage breaks only if you break it. If you accept that God belongs to me, then not even God can break. The jiva, or the embodiment soul, is a fragment of God. Therefore, if he connects with God by any means, he is certainly liberated. A relationship with God invariably leads to supreme welfare. Those who took God by enmity, like Kansha Shishupala Shesha, were liberated, and those who loved God utterly were also liberated, but those who failed to establish any relation were not liberated. If someone expresses that God is mine, it extremely pleases the Lord. In reality, except for God, there is no one whom we can call us. Due to your materialistic tendencies, you might become ignorant of God, but God never forgets you. One more question was asked by a disciple from Swamiji. He says, after acceptance of God's relation, can God be realized even on persistence of worldly desires? Swamiji replies, yes, God can be realized even on persistence of worldly desires, and the desires will not persist once God is realized. The principal mistake has been the erroneous embracing of what is not ours, like body, senses, mind, intellect, and who belonged to us, we did not embrace that world. This single blunder encompasses every other mistake. In mathematics, on omission of even a single step or a digit, everything becomes incorrect and no mark is awarded. That's why you must at least accept I belong to God and God is mine. To eternally reveal the Lord and to acquire His perpetual love, it is a must to embrace the fact that God is mine. Like a child declares that the mother is mine, similarly, God is mine. The sentiment of belongingness towards God is the mantra for eternal love. It reveals the presence of God. You must invoke this feeling from within that why is my mother not taking me in her lap? You must firmly believe God belongs to you. This will have an immense outcome, and your existence will prove victorious. My heart will be extremely delighted if you do so, and you will also be happy. You will be blissful. This acceptance is pure profit with no loss of any kind. This wisdom is not ordinary, it is the conclusive essence of the Vedas, Gita, and Ramayana. Even if you do not believe the truth will remain absolute, it can never be a lie. You just have to embrace it from your end. Then, even if a void persists, it will up to God to seal it. But my must, but you must never disregard this once accepted. Keep on reiterating, I belong to God. This will naturally make you pristine and pure. Is God feebler than a philosopher's stone, which transformed metal into pure gold? The purity which is attained by acknowledging the relationship with God can never be attained by our endeavors. The benefit which is not obtained even after years and years of satsang will be achieved in a single day by accepting our belongingness to God. The stronger one associates with people and material objects. The lesser one feels about his belongingness towards God. When it is properly understood and acknowledged that in the entirety of the limitless cosmos there isn't even a speck of an object which belongs to us, even the body, senses, mind, intellect, ego, doesn't belong to us nor exist for us, then only can be the actual quintessence experienced and understood. Actions by any of the three bodies, introspection and trance samadhi, even they are not ours, nor of any use to us, only after the departure from our assumed relation with action, introspection, and the trance, what is achieved, that quintessence or tattva only is ours and for us. We are fragments of God only. Till the time a human being has assumed that the body and the world are his and exist for him, till then he will listen, learn, orate, and lecture, but will not adequately understand the quintessence. The advancement of a seeker will not be substantial until the relationship with God is acknowledged, whereas the progress would be effortlessly humongous if it is acknowledged I belong to God. Accept this from within, and your spiritual standing will transform. Furthermore, there will be a comprehensive change in you. You will attain peace, doubts will be cleared, and confusions will dissolve. Oh dear Lord, I belong to you. Accept this much from within, and all your worldly affinities will loosen by themselves. You will not have to struggle to loosen those earthly ties. Recently, this thought has been ruminating with me a lot. To embrace our eternal relationship with God, it has been particularly coming to my mind that you must anyhow accept your relationship with God. You may accept God as your son, your father, your mother, your brother, your friend, your guru or teacher, your disciple, your master, your servant, or whoever you accept him to be. Just accept this much and it will be tremendously beneficial. You may or may not accept, that is your wish, but I will keep on reiterating that is my duty and I will adhere to it even if you wish not to accept this. I will not be upset with you, but certainly my heart will not be content. Any sadhana or spiritual practice can never be continuous, but a relation is ever existing. A seeker can pursue any form of sadhana, but must agree on his exclusive relationship with God until the time relation with another exists. Till then, this sadhana is not absolute. What you believe to be the path towards God-realization is not the actual path towards God-realization. True sadhana happens only when you accept your relationship with God. For instance, when a married woman visits her mother's place, even while performing all obligation, she never disregards the fact that she is married. Similarly, if you wish to attain God-realization, then even while residing in this material world, you must agree from within on your relationship with God. Do not agree to associate even with a sant or a guru, but do respect their teachings. I thank all my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, students, scholars, teachers, trainers, professor, professional, officer, official, listener, learner. I thank all respected doctors and directors. I thank all honorable minister managers. I thank all adorable advocates, advisors, administrative advisors. I thank the most honorable President Modi ji. Thank you very much. Nice to see all of you. Thank you. Thank you.